Welcome to the WBC. Here comes the pride of Wales, super middleweight, light heavyweight world champion. He has never been defeated. What an athlete. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
Oh, pure bad blood.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the 2-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
All the talking has been done. It's time to... And there's the bell to start the round. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. So it's Jones versus Calzaghe, part 2. Of course, in their first encounter, Jones put Joe Calzaghe on the canvas before the Welshman got back up and put Jones out.
I forgot how slick, how smooth, how sharp, how crafty Jones Jr. was. Then Calzaghe came back. The pace, the power, the southpaw style was enough, and the youth got him the win. Now these guys are gonna do it all over again. Time has rolled on, but both fighters have got a little slower. Both fighters have got a little long in the tooth. Both fighters know what they've got to do. And both fighters know they respect the danger each man brings.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. That was almost a... They're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here. Clearly that's not allowed. Solid punch. Referee might need to take a point here. Solid punch. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice exchange here from both men. These two were made for each other. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The counter punching. Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. And they ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Good counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Has to be. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
Trying to measure his punches now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Perfect counter shot. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Punch, counter punch. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. Punch is beginning to take its toll.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. perfect counter lands. So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Calzaghe. And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Only catching air with that hook. Solid punch. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job. Only catching air with that hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Hit him with a left jab. They exchange punches. No rest for the weary. Oh, what a punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano. They're letting the shots go.
Nice counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Pretty close fight here in this round. That big hook doesn't land.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That hook won't score. Throws the jab, but does not score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Looks like a little change of strategy. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a
Talk about Calzaghe. And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And what a shock. Another clinch.
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Looks like he's gonna move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Couldn't land that jab. Looking to land the hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous, I'm ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. They exchange punches. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Calzaghe in that lap. They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them. They may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt and someone's going to react.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A very competitive round here so far. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Hey, those punches add up. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe and they ring the bell, and here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Drop the guard now. What do you think of that decision? They're trying to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Can't find a home for that jab. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Look. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Can it get any better? What a round we just saw.
What a round. What have they got left?
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from
get better than that. That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
Quick punch scores. Clearly that's not allowed. Solid punch. Catch and shoot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen it so many.
Clearly that's not allowed. Solid punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. That is illegal. Solid punch. Why would they try something that's obviously illegal? Solid punch. Has been his best weapon all fight long. The referee might need to take a point here. Solid punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, the cut man's got some... the bell to start the round. It's one of the best fights I've seen this year. Let's see if this round continues that incredible action.
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they had to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
Another scoring shot there. You know, with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Good punch. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. An illegal move there. Those who thought, and rightfully so, the referee's going to stop the action here, and yes, he's going to deduct a point.
Finally, a referee that knows how to do his job right.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Oh, wait a minute. Let me jump in for just a second. There he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As close as we thought it was, and this fight is a split decision win.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as that. You know,